an AI sourcing buddy. Just cut your knees, and it finds you reliable suppliers and factory direct prices.
Wait, it's that easy? Like I just type in my product idea and it finds suppliers for it?
Yep. Tell it your wildest dreams, and Axio matches you with trusted manufacturers. Even beginners can start a passive income stream from scratch. Axio, AI-powered sourcing, anytime, anywhere. Download the app today.
What is the biggest myth society has about black power that we're sick and tired of?
And what I learned in life is the more I focused on the mother of my children, and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a loving relationship looks like.
The stage is where I can release my pain, where you don't even want part.
Yeah.
I know how it is for somebody taking the food off my plate. Well, I had my daughter, she was waiting and cutting, literally cutting. I'm holding her. Don't know where the next step is.
I got 10 of them.
But he, I'm the lady with the kid.
I was diving. I got 10. So
You and your girl.
I'm a me and my girl. Come on.
I'm a big fan, bro. I'm a big fan. You gotta say, I love what you do.
Me and my mom, I'm talking about elementary school, car ride.
Thank you. Come on. There you go. I'm a princess. You know what? Listen, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that.
Everybody done say it.
Everybody to say,
Come on, man. That's your slogan, man.
You know this boy here? Man, what's up, boy?
That's good.
What's up, man? Come on into the crib.
I smell good.
What's happening, boy? One of the dopest rappers in the game.
Everybody
One of the
dog.
dopest actors in the game.
You look good though.
Thank you.
When's the last time you worked out? It's been a long time, huh?
That's nice. That's not that word. Literally, we're going to have to be on the camera.
Hey, I'm good. You look good, boy. I'm trying to stay in shape, you know what I'm saying? Get the dad body, you know.
Shut up, Sean.
That's goddamn hot too. Bring down your friend.
I agree.
Where's down in the It's 898.
Look, it's spicy. It's my name.
Listen, man.
So why would you?
I need 2 more peas. We got slaves.
What?
We got slaves.
Remember that song? Great talent. Great talent. Maybe show them what you got. Show them what you got. I've never met one for real. I've never met one for my life. Like a rare species. I'm from the country, though, so I hate rare.
I don't understand out here.
We've got, butter in that, everything. Listen to me. It's just for you. We're not playing with it. Okay, all right.
Hey, that's for you. When you done?
So wait a minute.
I can't hear anybody.
For no reason.
But it ain't never seen.
Yo, vegan, no, I ain't even had vegan.
Oh, I still want to have a chicken.
You tripping?
I'm going to take a chicken video. I watch chicken videos, lemon pepper. I just took some video.
I said I made no I said everything in my life.
Yeah.
whatever you want, man. Just get in, get down. Sit down and figure out what we eat. So man, right before we eat, which one of you brothers would like to bless us?
No,
Come on, pray.
Lord, thank you for everyone's influence.
Close your eyes, Lou. Close your eyes.
For the vegan, for the non-vegan. Let this food be for the reason of the season. In Jesus' name, amen.
So man, I got one first question I want to ask y'all as we get down. I want to know, what is the biggest myth that society has about black fathers that we're sick and tired of, that you want to address and be able to let know that it is the biggest myth ever about black fathers?
That we ain't there. I'm about to say,
I'm gonna say that we did.
you might not be there, we can cross the street, Brother House, something like that. I mean, how? Fact of the matter is, studies show that black fathers are the most principled in Islam.
Really?
Amongst all demographics. Wow. On top of that, single fathers have a higher graduation rate, lower incarceration rate than single moms and dual family households come up. That is a fact. So if you're raised in a house, so you know.
Where is this myth going to come from?
Think about it, right? We don't watch TV. Everything that we consume comes through a phone, TV, or phone, right? There are people who have agendas, right? Part of that agenda is creating a separation between men and women in our communities. It's always been that way. It is a fact. We can't act like it's not the case. It is the case. The easiest way to disturb the distribution of black wealth from generation to generation is to eliminate the nuclear family. How do you eliminate the nuclear family? You take the father out of the home. So if you want to show a race of people, right, who are dysfunctional, you constantly show them on TV in one way, which means when you have producers who will create the shows, who's going to be the villain? The black guy. Who the rapist? The black guy. Who the actual father? The black guy. Because they get to choose those things. I think people are saying this thing now. Ooh, like when you get cut or something, you're gonna holler. You're okay. You're gonna walk the floor. So I think people who don't have that, they speak loud and they take that. It's like some of the things more popular in the culture, and then some of the things that, the opposite. So I think that's what it is. I think it gets out there because that's allowed.
Do you ever have something that you have to reshape even in the thinking of your kids when it comes to father? Like, does it frustrate you sometimes when it may come across like you don't put in the same amount of work as maybe like your mom, like your grandparents? Like do you feel like sometimes you have to defend your position?
I think parenthood it comes with it's a learning experience. Nobody really have all the answers.
Facts.
And even we all fathers, and everybody can take notes of this. We'll learn from each other when we see something do. When we see one do with a child, you're like, I'm gonna try that with my child.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what? I be on my phone. I like how you interact with your child. I see put my phone down.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we have to look for things that can make us better fathers instead of looking at the narratives that's put out there because we don't really know. We're trying to do something more that we didn't have when we was coming up.
Yes.
My father wasn't a bad father. Nobody has the real definition of what true love or what true fatherhood is. So if that was his love language, I'm gonna sit here and say he did that well. No matter if I looked at the other person, I'm like, dang, well, I wish my daddy did that. Hey, but your daddy's doing this.
So your dad was there.
Yes, my dad was there.
Was your dad there?
My father was
Was your dad there?
My dad was there, so his father wasn't there for him, but he was there for me and my siblings. So he made up for
like, where is there? Somebody in my house? I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Tell me what.
Right.
Tell me what it was for you. When I say was your dad there, how does that register for you?
I think I knew he was there at all times. Well, a lot of times, and he used to go. We spend time with each other sometimes. So to me, he was there. But I feel like some people there who's there and still ain't there like somebody who ain't there because if you're not there here, like my family partied all the time. So even when they were there, he wasn't present. They never was there, but he was there when he was there. Like, does that make any sense? No, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I will say this. I'm so glad you said that. First of all, I'm gonna get some advice, but
Nobody's gonna be the perfect father. Nobody's gonna be the perfect parent. Nobody's gonna be the better parent. Like even in the household, like all that who you love more. Cut that out. Cause now you training a child.
Social media.
Right. You training a child to say, now I can pick and choose who I want to be with more. Or this person don't allow me to do something, I'm gonna go to father, I'm gonna go to mom.
But that's manipulation though. Like when you got two separate households.
right.
I grew up in a two separate household. Now I'm raising a child in two separate households.
Yeah, how you do it?
So I know what you're doing. So I gotta like put myself in my daughter's shoes.
Right.
She only 8, so she's gonna try it. I'm not gonna get upset at her trying it. You gonna try it, you're gonna bump your head. I'm gonna put a little ice on there, and I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna work, and then I'm gonna show you what can work. You ain't gotta manipulate me versus your mom and your mom versus me. You have to get what you need.
That's the part. I was a manipulative child.
You see what I'm saying?
So I'm talking about, I used to get in trouble when my uncle Chunk had died. And to get out of trouble, they was like, what's wrong with you acting out? Like, my uncle? I miss him. So I know how children play them games too. So it's like, you know.
And I mean, what?
I ain't want to say this on camera.
I mean, what's wrong? That's what's wrong with discipline.
Okay, my children. They listen to me. I got 10 of them.
Man, it's still manipulated. That's what's going on. He's populating and manipulating.
I got 10. So
You and your girl.
me and my girl. Come on.
Yeah.
My dad had a lot of kids, I got a lot of kids. So I had 7 kids by the time I was 22.
Yo.
And what happened?
I'm gonna check easier.
But I'm asking
Ecco,
you, so you and your girl decided to have a lot of kids.
I got
7 by 22. Yo.
Oh, okay.
Nigga been busy.
They don't like when I say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped saying baby mama. You gotta say queen of the tree. I say queen of the tree.
Now, was this by choice?
Then
Like,
believe
did you,
that's-
like,
that is
like you
perfect.
have non-traditional relationships with these women?
Oh yeah, they all, most of them stay close around me. One of the mothers of my kids, she stay in Kansas City. But most of them, they stay right around my house. So it's like if they got keys to my house.
They all 7 got keys to the house.
I only got 5 of them.
And all 5 of them got keys to the house.
2 of them. So they got the most keys. 3 and 3. They can't stay with me.
Hold on now. How does that work?
Huh?
How does that work? No, all serious. If separate baby mama, right, got the key. Because
I'm just
like I got a key lock on my door, right? Combination. I know who got the code, and I still get paranoid. If I had multiple baby mamas, but the spirit of the house is intact though.
Oh,
That's why, okay.
because the kids are there, so I can't take everybody to school, so their mom got open access. She might come watch, one of my kids might come watch Zari's clothes, because she don't want to see that clothes pile up. So it's basically like a community. And it could have been an ugly situation, but I feel like,
Don't make it beautiful.
honestly,
Honestly.
it was really Jesus. I tell everybody, no matter what situation you're in, we all can put ourselves in the mess. I'm just straightforward about my mess. You know, and my sins turn into wins.
Hold on. Just let that marinate. That's good right there. It's because as humans, sometimes we really do try to quantify sin. You know what I'm saying? We try to make one sin this and up to that, but the truth is, I love how you said that because, like, we're all sinners. And need grace every day. Brother, if you knew my sins, you know what I mean? It's like I don't ever want anyone to think that because you do something for a living that you just all right. It's like, bro, you know, there is a need for God's grace on my life, just like your life every day. So your level of transparency and vulnerability is very impressive as a black man.
Because it sent me to child support to make you go find me. So,
Let me open that for you.
no, I got it.
Oh, okay.
I got it. But see,
Pray for drinking water too? You pray for drinking water too?
Man, I work for hands on my shoulder. And I pray my sister, I pray for water.
Listen, I pray for food. I ain't never pray for no liquor gang. I ain't gonna lie.
So I just lived like 10 kids, but
yeah. 10 kids make it, man. It make me. But I won't be honest though. What I learned about having my kids, every time I put them first, my life elevates. Wow. And I had to learn how to put them first by put myself first. That's it. I had to put me first. You first. I had to put me first. I feel like you don't have to love somebody as much as you love yourself. So I feel like if my dad and my mom and them was doing a lot of other things in life, I'm like, they only can get their love. They were giving me their love. But they love this. If I got $500, I can't give them $1,200 unless I go put myself in debt. And I feel like when you borrow your debt from yourself, that's gonna create anxiety, stress, which a lot of diseases to be more prone in your body. So I feel like you only can love somebody but you love yourself. And once I started putting myself first, getting to the word and all this, I learned how to put my kids first, and that's when my life elevated. And I feel like my parents, I don't have nothing against them because they didn't know. They was trying. I remember my mom, right, some month before she passed, she was trying everything to find that. She was going to church and everything, but she didn't know the only thing you had to do is put yourself first.
I have a different mentality. Okay, share with me yours. I don't have to put my kids first. Right, and it's different. I've been with my wife since I was 18. So we've been with each other since we was kids.
And how old were you when you got married?
Yeah, I was 26 when I got married.
Okay, so you started 18 and got married?
8 years ago.
So y'all had a beautiful opportunity to just be friends for a while.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I learned through that process that if I try to put myself first as the father, right? Let's be honest, all of us as men will sit here and be like, I'm the man, I'm the leader of the household, right? How could I be the leader to put myself first? That's not what leaders do, right? In my family, my grandfather, Army guy, didn't say much. But one thing I knew, he was putting everybody before himself. Like my grandmother came first, the kids came, and then my grandfather took care of us. And my father did the same thing. And what I learned in life is the more I focused on my partner, the mother of my children, and I made sure she was good, she was able to reciprocate that. And then when my kids saw it, they were able to see like, oh, that's what a living, loving relationship looks like. They were now involved in our relationship the same way. We speak honestly and open in real time. Any issues my kids have, they have the confidence to come to me because they've seen that their mom can come to me and I'm not going to be like, so it's a safe space. But for me, as a father,
Good girlfriend,
I
yeah.
want to
Say again?
space
Good
where
girlfriend.
everybody knows
No, not
what
yet.
they say.
You know where that comes
I can't
from.
call them girlfriend, you see.
I'm just hearing
You guys partnerships.
all about
Sort of like that.
we're all raised
You
kids.
can't call them girlfriends.
When
The two kids you have with one lady or two?
when it comes to people
Two
with different
ladies.
multiple
Two
partners,
ladies.
correct? There is a blueprint
You born in Amazon?
for love.
Where you
Yeah.
from?
In Makati.
Makati, hey, it's far, yo. Close to Lesotho, ne?
Yes, question is super close for us at just here.
Everybody's following, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do because they're leading off with love. You see what I'm saying?
Know that place.
We got 3 different households. Right?
You know,
We're gonna make 3 different points.
only recently, because
Got many
I have a lady friend.
There's a way to find love.
A father, she's from Louterwil. She stays here actually.
Okay.
Let me tell you what is amazing.
So her father is from that place, and they now I think it was last year they went to bury him because all the years they were staying in Louterwater, but he's from that place, Makati, ne? But his request was before he died, he want to be buried there.
With an ancestor.
Yeah, boy.
Of not being accepted. Understand? So when I hear you guys talk with the level of confidence,
So yeah,
like
that's how I know that place. And the other, just after that, a guy came to me for a tattoo with his children. I think he stays in JB now. He's also from that place. And I was like, yo, I didn't hear from this place. All of a sudden, I hear lots
Lot of people from that side.
of people coming from that place now.
Yeah.
I tell everybody.
Yeah, I think it's like that, like, and I don't know what you call it, like, and you see, general in life, man, like now I didn't know about you.
Yeah.
But like
Now
last
you're
time,
gonna see
yeah,
tattoos.
you see?
Yeah, and now you're gonna know.
Yeah. Even if you can check there on Facebook, man, like some other people, you don't know a lot of people, you know some
Yeah.
other people. But like, and if you can meet some people, man, after that, people learn those are Facebook. Gonna suggest those people only, and those that suggest me to
Exactly.
Facebook, you see? Then it'll be like, man, I saw much did to this one yesterday. Yes, on Facebook now.
Exactly.
Only cure disease isn't disease. Yeah, the guy was like, yeah, basically like, and I think that's why my fan base, and I got the church in the hood, because I understand both sides. But I'm like, man, when you come from the streets, nobody never understand that part of that shit.
So that last point, yeah, I'm struggling to get the birth certificate, you see? Because his mother doesn't have ID and stuff, you see? I can go from the street. Yeah, so I'm struggling to get that shit. They told me I went to Home Affairs. When I get there, they told me I have to do a DNA test. It's fucking expensive, but
Yeah.
then I did DNA test. Then Coxted, when I was outside. I did that thing. After that, I went back to Home Affairs. When I get to Home Affairs, they told me no. There's their own doctor there to do those DNA tests. You don't just take anyone.
Yo. But they didn't tell you from the jump.
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. So I was like, man. But like, it's gonna be the same. It's not like if I'm going to other doctor, it's gonna say no, the child is not mine and stuff. No, it's gonna be the same. Then I was like, okay, maybe there's shares from that doctor because like I fail to understand why they want me to go to that doctor. So then I was like, okay, maybe there's shares. When I came here, when I get here, they told me I must tell those people to send the email to this Home Affairs. But I got results in my hand, you see. But they tell me I must tell those people to send,
Yo, it's a struggle.
to email those things, yes. Then I told those people, but those people they tell me no, so they say no. Those results are, what they say? Peace of mind. They said it's peace of mind test. I should have made the legal test. So what I've done is peace of mind test. It can be used at Home Affairs or the legal things, you see. Then I was like, no guys, that's a lot of money, man.
No.
I already spent 3 point something for this test, you see. So now, all of a sudden they're telling me, no man, this one was a peace of mind test. And in the first place I told you, why am I going to Lagos? Am I doing this thing for?
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Struggle, brother, struggle. Then I went there, to Home Affairs. I told them, no, these people now are telling me this thing is a peace of mind test. Even those people at Home Affairs, they were like, hey, what's that now?
Peace of mind.
Test. I said, no, we never heard about the peace of mind test. Then I asked those people, like, if it's peace of mind test, obviously the results are going to be the same. Even if I did the DNA, even those are legal tests and peace of mind tests, the results are going to be the same. No way that's going to be different tests, different results and stuff. Then those people, they told me, no, I must go back to that side.
Coming from certain places,
I'm like, no, maybe it's December, I'm going
I wish
there.
I would have grew up in a sense
And your daddy taught you that,
To
though,
go
right?
to court and explain all the shit.
So me, I got a brother. My
And
brother.
the child now is 10 months now. Actually, it's gonna 11 months soon.
Most
Grew up
yeah.
in the same house that I did. You know, didn't get married until his third woman now that he's married to. Like, and I don't want my brother
And they
out
say
there.
the when you turn 1 year,
had to learn
it'll
how
be
to
more
act
difficult for me. See,
for my
then
brother
I'll be
in
going
the same
there.
house. Because I used to look at my brother like, bro,
So what
you grew up like
to
me. Why are you
interviews and
such
stuff,
poor
you see.
decisions? Then I had to think
Yeah.
about it. Me and my
So
brother
it's
were
more
latchkey
difficult
kids.
when
Both
it's
my parents worked.
1 year.
Where do you work
My
here?
parents got the house. I got
Oh,
up.
like, yeah, I'm
My
just
brother went to
Lendoza
school.
here.
We went to
I
school.
call
I picked him
Lendoza
up from
there. I
school.
don't know
We
what you
got
call
home.
it,
My
but
parents
I'm
came
selling
home for
Choala
7
there, you
o'clock.
see.
Me and
This
my
Where?
is
brother
just
raised each
branded,
other.
drop Choala
You
there,
know
but
what I'm saying?
then
I
I'm
was in
selling
the
Choala.
Where?
streets, but I wasn't a street
There,
kid.
there in
I
London,
was in the
selling, I'm
streets, but I
selling
still went
Choala
to my
there.
village
You
school and
selling
stuff.
Chola
My
there?
brother
Yeah,
did.
selling
Okay.
Choala there.
So
Selling
his
Choala
life
there.
was curated
So it's
by
simple,
Flatbush
man.
Avenue and tennis court where he grew up. Mine grew up at
Because I have
Hudson
been,
High School
I've
with
been
more
looking for
artistic
job man
leanings.
for
So
quite a
I
long
feel like
time, yo.
my life was curated
But
by what I saw a lot
it's
of
kind of
times on
like
television
if
or that
you
were
don't know
cartoons,
no one
right?
here, you
So
can't
just
get
like
a
I
job,
said, I
you
Yeah.
see.
my first film I ever saw was Boys in the Hood. And I watched how much trauma came from that. Right? And I remember
More
it was a
difficult
scene
for
where
you,
little
or
boy's
else you'll be
mom
going
Which
to
side in Cleveland do you stay?
two different baby fathers.
next 2 days, not far from the school.
You're far from the school.
Yeah, I think the last time street, I don't know if you, I don't think you know, but on the last time street,
And then I was like, wait a minute, if I
not far
just
from the
marry
school.
the woman I'm having kids with, I don't have to worry
Not far
about
from
what
Do you know people around you?
Yes.
For me, my dad never
Colored
sat
ones,
down
colored.
and said, you need to
Yes,
stay with one
I
woman.
think.
And I watched them, but it was the things I watched. And then, not for nothing, I met my wife, and she was like,
I'm trying to get someone maybe that you'll know,
But it
see,
sounds
maybe.
like your father taught you about what he did more than what he said.
and then my
There's other lady there who has started as well then. Her name is Vauna.
And so now
Vauna.
let me ask you guys, first of all, let me ask you a question.
Vauna.
Yes. Prince, Vauna
no, we
Prince.
never finished.
Vauna Prince.
Yes. Then you maybe know other name or something.
Women going through these things, and that's
And
when I
what
said we
those
have to
people
use
know?
better discernment
Right.
before we lay it down.
Right.
And that was my answer to it.
No. Maybe I was asking and
Her
answering.
mom is Priscilla.
Huh?
Her mom is Priscilla. San Priscilla. We call her Aunt Priscilla. Priscilla.
And Priscilla.
Yes.
Okay, you have a son. You have a son?
I have a son.
You have a son. You have a son, right?
Actually.
So I think those are the people who are popular
Answer this
then.
question. Yes.
Oh, no.
You alright?
I was deep.
Let's get him something non-alcoholic.
Give me some for,
And there's other guy, that is Ervia.
give me some
Huh?
Ervia.
I know
No
Ervia.
Ervia, no?
Yeah.
I'm his neighbor.
I tell people like
You,
His neighbor. Like,
I don't know where you stay. I
you
don't
don't know
know.
his thing. Okay, he also stays there.
it's the
My
government at the
neighbor.
same time opportunity is right up the road. And the country time is only one way. That's why every black person in the small towns knew Donald Trump was gonna win. Because we knew there's a lot of white people in the world don't even pay attention to them. Absolutely, yeah. They our neighbors. I'm like, that's the truth. I'm like, they don't have a chance for that's a fact. We got a cook. I'm like, we knew all the cities like, I'm like, y'all don't know these. Y'all don't know where it's
they in poverty too.
because in the small towns, we don't get looked at. The only reason I made it was every day. You ain't going to real, I'm talking real couple times. I ain't talking about, I know what you mean. So in our Atlanta, there's one way. Ain't no opportunity. There's one way. All the mothers of my kids, they didn't have a chance. Now, they are good parents now. You know what I'm saying? They were, when I say if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at. But I knew they parents, I knew our parents, we was not getting out of it.
So but let's when it comes to the fear that you've ever had, that whatever mistakes or whatever inside of you that was not right or fully together, have you had to deal with the fear of you're afraid you're going to pass that on to
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my man. I got you.
I said,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm feared. I have this thing where I'm telling myself, so maybe she don't take this the wrong way. But I'm saying, like, I have when it comes to relationship with a woman, right? 4, 5 months, the honeymoon stage, I'm good to go. Then that fear comes because I've seen womanizing growing up. That's all I know for real. Every cousin, uncle, auntie, everybody got a baby father, baby daddy, got a new boyfriend, this, that, and the third. So everything is just a circle. So I don't really know what a stable home looks like. Remember we talked about, I used to see that from my coaches growing up. I used to be like, dang, Dad, I don't really want to come home. Like, I like this over here. This man come down the steps. Hey, baby, good. They making breakfast. Please, breakfast at the table.
go up and lose weight.
Like this, but like a real thing. Just like, You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to get that to my daughter. Obviously, I couldn't do that with her mom, right? So my next thing is, okay, the next woman that's gonna be with me locked in, I want to have that household, but it's the fear of, am I gonna mess up like they did?
You know how you get rid of that fear? Tell your kids your fears. Tell them. I spoke to my dad for the first time a couple weeks ago. I told this on the interview. I tell you exactly what happened. I was driving. My dad was in the passenger seat. My mom was in the back. And I was driving. My mom said something, and my father snapped at her a little bit. And now I'm in my car. So I'm like, hey man, you just had a tantrum for no reason. You have to chill out. And then my father don't play no games. He looked right at me and said, hey, that's still my wife, and you still my son. And in that moment, I was just like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere that I don't want it to go. And I said, we'll talk about it later. So we went to the house, sat down in the kitchen for 3 hours. And my father sat down and told me every fear he had and the things he was concerned about from the time he had me. That's what gave me the realization, like, wait a minute, you got married at 21, had me within the year, had my brother 2 years later, so you were 23, 24. I know my grandfather didn't sit down and tell you how to be a dad or be a husband. So I said, how did you figure it out? He said to me, I'm still trying. And I said to myself, like, wait, he said that to you. This is why I'm saying, you need to tell you something.
But you got to tell me, as a son, how did that level of transparency and honesty hit you that your daddy said that?
My heart got full because here I am at 40 with 4 kids feeling the same way. And to hear that my father, who was my superhero, had the same fears, was like, wait a minute. So I don't, like, because think about it.
What a gift.
I want to be as perfect as my dad is. My father raised 2 Division I athletes. My sister went to school, 90 average. My father, I never seen my father cry. My father was just a man. He wore the same shoes every single day. Bought my mom 3 cars before he bought his own car. Bought me and my brother, my sister our cars before he bought anything for himself. That's my superhero. So when my superhero says to me, I was scared. There was times I wanted to leave. Now I'm like, shit. That was me.
Yeah.
So now he looks more human to me than he ever looked because he was being honest. And what that did was give me the confidence to say, wait a minute. So all this time you thought you were fucking up and I turned out like this.
Yes.
I was like, I need to tell my sons early what my fears are. And that's why I was telling you, tell your kids, man, because the minute they see you as human and no longer see you as this esoteric creature that has to be perfect, they'll come to you and talk to you about their fears. And then you can help guide them. Because that goes back to what we talked about with discernment, right? I got 4 sons, right? If a certain type of woman comes in, we as older gentlemen now can look and say, son, that's not the one for you, right?
Yeah.
But him at 13, 14 won't know. Us at 13, 14, nobody checked us or told us. So we ended up with women who your pop told you?
I have a bunch of kids.
See?
You don't mess around.
That conversation.
The way God made that boy, you know what I mean? All I can do is make up for it to stop not eating chicken. That's why I'm like, so now I feel like I gotta use that. That's some discipline. Like, you take the sermon, not to drink alcohol. No, the food killers. Everybody don't got a grandma food cut off. So I'm like, hey, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, a woman? Like, God, hey. Yeah, so I'm like, we all know we got.
Look at our soul food. Celebrate it.
Everybody did mama. And I knew I was going to be able to see you, but I'm going to be honest. That's why I don't judge crazy. So what's your biggest fear? It's a problem. God don't let me go. That's it. Because I'm like, I don't see too much. Like, I don't see too much, because you get this thing right, then this thing gonna be a problem. You get this thing right. I'm like, God, I'm telling you right now, hold me. Now, he's sitting along in my life. Now I'm like, okay, I got married. So I'm like, I want to finally do it. When I made my first, I made like 100,000 one week. You know what I'm saying? Doing the comedy clubs. I was in Texas. You know, like, the mother of the kids I was with, I say, let's get married. I was waiting to get it right. Financially, to try to do it, right? Yeah. We went and got married in the courthouse that week. But what happened was, I done created this situation with all these other mothers of my kids. I'm living like this and they living like that. Say, that ain't fair to that child. Right? So I got to get out of this and make this right and put them all
on the same, everybody is living equal, so they need. And that's when things changed. But I had already just up, and I already knew. I had 17 to 22, so I'm like, hey God, you know what time it is. And I don't know if I'm gonna stop, and He women still with me. That's never
Now,
that ain't that's not gonna stop.
One thing that helped me grow with my daughter's mother is that, like my dad told me, he said, "Oh, I know what you did to get that kid, right? You had to put something in there." He said, "What you gonna do to survive this co-parenting thing? You gotta take that out of there. So you can't be, So you can't be a child support company. You can't pay with that.
Wow.
Can't pay with that.
Wow.
Can't pay with that."
I did that too, man. I did that one time. The mother of my kid had moved close by. You know what I mean? I remember, and I was kids were close. I said, I'm never dealing with her. You know what I mean? She ended up with another dude. Now, the situation go. Okay, what if you really mama end up with somebody who ain't good for her? Oh, okay. So it was like, don't matter what the situation is, man. Ain't number one situation that please God help me, because no matter what, there's no place.
What about you, DC? What's your fear?
I really don't have a fear. You know what I'm saying? Because when you walk in fear, you get stuff right. You see what I'm saying? So now we got time to fix it and correct it.
I'm just sort of wrestling with children.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't give nothing that much power.
Hey, when you
Over.
you can, what you just said, you said that.
You can't have, like, I understand people may be afraid or anxious because they have to go through something.
So the what? Okay, so the what is your, what would be your anxiety challenge?
I would say now is the mistakes that I can't fix.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one you going first? You, everything you saying now, man.
I feel around him.
Well, that, you want to know one too.
You know what I'm saying?
That's, because when he said, and I've been saying this for like the last 6 months, I've been telling you about it. Fear and faith is the same. Whatever you fear gonna happen, whatever you got faith in. Whatever it's supposed to say in the Bible, say if you think a lion outside gonna eat you, it probably is. So that's why when I do certain deals, the business I don't let scared money on it. No, you scared about your money. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't putting that in there. Because you're not gonna have this.
Like one for them, one for the
And let me go ahead and ask this, and this is really y'all fault. This is y'all fault. Okay, y'all have established this type of a standard.
I'm so glad to be here with the table. You don't
Man.
Man,
Wow, man.
you don't know what you did. You don't know what you did to me, bro. Like when I told you that was part of that, like you know, sometimes people in the streets, the church is good.
Yes, sir.
And my mama like a month before she passed, she was trying to find God. I mean, the only music she listens to is your music.
Wow.
So I be listening to Down by the Hillside, man. To get me through a lot of things because you don't know what your music did. Wow. You the first one that you brought people together in a way that church couldn't.
You brought out you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought it. I don't know if you knew what you was doing. But,
You got street niggas listening to your music. You are that good.
It made church cool. Like some people think church
They're
ain't.
like, oh, we can walk in there without being
I talk about you on stage, man. I used to sing your song. And I want to know how much you're going to charge me for the rights. I want to ask you that when I came here. Okay? I agree with him. Matter of fact, I'll let you answer the question. I got a question for you, though.
Well, go ahead, because I'm just humbled by these things. Go ahead.
I do have a question because I don't have grown kids. And I've seen that you publicly been going through stuff.
Yes, sir.
Grown kids.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to ask, and I know how a lot of people deal with shit, but like, how did you deal with people having opinions about, how old is this?
He just turned 37.
So,
Huh?
you have 36 plus pregnancy, 37 years of life with this young man.
Yeah.
And people decided to have an opinion over what they heard from 37. Can you please tell me how you dealt with that? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Ain't it man on top? I'm a God-fearing man.
Yes.
People are putting you on a pedestal where they
You know how it is.
you have no mistakes.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing like you're not human.
Right, you're not human. You know that. You know that. How did you deal with that? Because, man,
you know. And the sad part is, still dealing with it. That's the sad part. You know, that was just an opportunity for the public to see what this family dealt with. And I love him. I love him. He's my firstborn. I mean, that's my firstborn son. And, you know, we've had many brothers. And he's got so much potential.
Can I tell you something? As much as I love my father, you know, me and my father were talking all the time. I couldn't wait to get out of my father's house. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to ask you that question, but also, people don't know what it's like to live with their dad. Yeah. I lived with my father. And my father was not.
It's different.
It is. Like, it's hard as a man growing up.
And you was 6, but I kept going back and forth. There was a time where it was like, he's not there, but he got Alzheimer's. I don't know this. So I'm thinking he don't want to be with me, not knowing he got a brain.
Right.
So I'm thinking I'm being neglected. Now I'm going to the streets. I'm thinking I'm following the same path of what we're supposed to do, because it's like, oh, this is what's supposed to happen when your father's not here. Oh, this is what's supposed to happen when you ain't got no dad. But my dad was still there. He was being present whenever his brain allowed him to be.
Wow. So imagine this. Your father living in the house with you, you think your father don't love you. Because your father's trying to hold you accountable as a man. Your father's trying to tell you the things that you're not doing wrong, and you're 18, 19 years old, and you're just thinking like, man, you just don't like me. I went through that with my pops. There was years in that house, I lived in the basement by myself. I ain't talked to my brother or my father. Because every time me and my brother met eye to eye, it was a fist fight. And my pops said, y'all not gonna be fighting in my house. So, for lack of a better word, I was like, fuck all y'all. Yeah. Like, and then not for nothing, and the reason why I asked that question is because I got 4 sons. I know there's gonna come a point where we're not gonna see eye to eye.
Let me tell you this. I think that the biggest challenge is what he said and what you said. I think that being in church takes away your healing. So you don't get the opportunity to just be human. You don't have the opportunity to make a mistake. Because think about it, most dads make mistakes all the time. They just don't have to make mistakes in front of everyone.
Exactly.
And there was a mistake. You know, I mean, how I communicated to him was wrong. You know, I can't justify that. It broke my heart that he did what he did. But it does not still take away from the fact that how I communicated to my son was wrong. And I think that I think that as fathers, there are some things that we have to learn that we will have to live with us. We're not going to be fixed from everything. Everything ain't going to be well. Everything ain't going to be whole. There's some relationships that you got to walk, and it's going to be less, and you got to, and you got to do. You got to win with it. You got to win with it. You got to drag your ass across the finish line, blood dripping, leg broke, and you got to win with it. But see, but here's the beautiful thing, though. The beautiful thing is that when you do your best, God has this dope way of taking the seeds that you plant, and we may not live to see them. We may be gone. But someday, some way, God will water them seeds. And the little things that you're trying to do right, they gonna flourish. And see, we sometimes want the glory, but instead of always wanting the glory as a parent, let's make sure that we just do enough so that they live their life. If they live their life, then our legacy will continue to live.
Well, that's deep. It's got me real emotional because I've been speaking to my dad, and I'm trying to walk with my sons. But it be hard though, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. It goes back to a question you asked earlier. You was like, how do you feel sometimes as a man you feel like you get just due? I'm a man. I be in my house all day. I cook, I clean, I do schoolwork, I take the track practice, I do everything. Like when it comes to that fatherhood shit, I do everything. And you know what the first thing people say? How could she need a break? She got all the boys. And you know, my wife does her fair shit. There is no she does more, I do, we both do. But when you asked about how we feel as fathers, I honestly don't feel like fathers get enough just due. Because I'm just as guilty, yo. My father was dead. And the minute I got an opportunity, I thank my mom for everything. And I thank my mom for everything in part because my father was the one holding me accountable. So during the time, it was, and I'm just being honest, it was almost like I'm not even going to thank him. And I didn't realize how that could be coming across to him.
I feel that way often. It's because my wife is such an amazing mother. Yeah. Sometimes it's like when you be busting your butt, hopping these planes, and you know what I'm saying, you're tired, but you gotta go make that check. You gotta, like all my kids graduated college with no bills. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna take care of everything, but a lot of times it does feel like, like yours said, I'm thinking, I want to know how y'all feel about that.
I'm dealing with that right now with my daughter. Like, I'm on the road. First of all, I live in Atlanta, right? My daughter lives in New York. I'm in New York probably twice a month, outside of work. So I gotta travel. I just was in Green Bay for the draft. As soon as the draft ended, I tell them, fly me to New York, I gotta pull up with my baby, right? When I go there, I make home in that city, in New York. Hotel room, we do all the things, I'm taking her to school, whatever. I'm busting my ass to get through these planes to you to make sure that you know Daddy's present. And some days, sometimes, I'm not getting that credit. You know what I'm saying? It's still not enough. Even from, me and her mother, we're on good terms, but sometimes it's like, yeah, that was cool, Lou, but can you sit this? I'm gonna do that, because as a man, I'm gonna make sure everything's good. But sometimes, it don't hurt to just be like, you're doing good.
Who you want credit from?
My daughter.
That's who I want credit.
Yeah, I don't care about anybody else. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes
I got good kids. Now, don't get me wrong, my kids are wonderful. But it is interesting that we're all talking about, sometimes it feels like that they kind of detour around us.
Yeah, because you're supposed to as a man.
I mean,
as a father, you're supposed to.
We all done it. I even done it. Like, my mom, my daddy stayed in the hood too. But my mom stayed in Adderall, my daddy stayed in Bankhead. I always thought my daddy was a little bit better because maybe my daddy was a little bit more financial, stable than my mother. But if I ever got mad over here, I'm going to my dad's house. But I know I ain't gonna be over that long because I only last over here for 2-3 days. I'm only coming over here to get this satisfaction.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it's better living. I'm going back over here where I can do what I want.
Wow.
It's better living over here. It's like I'm in here by myself. And it's not saying that he's not watching me. This is just the way that he handled his business. I sat right there and watched him. Now that I'm grown, I'm like, my daddy had a life. He had a purpose. I was just so happy to be his child.
Wow.
That's deep too though.
Wow.
People don't realize that.
Wow.
Father, I do have a whole.
You got a whole.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me tell you something. That's
deep.
That's good.
That is good.
As a matter of fact, let me ask you this then. With that, let's talk about the other woman in our lives.
As far as,
Hey, hold on. Hold on to yourself. Look, here it come.
you got me nervous.
You ready, Lou? Because all 5 of us, all 5 married or single, we still got this issue with this other woman. She got our heart, she got our attention, she got our focus, and she can be a nemesis to the kids, to that other woman. I mean, and it's like, and we love her. My God, we love her, my boy. How do we deal with that love of career? Our calling, gift, that thing that keeps us up at night, that thing that pulls us away from them at times.
It's a purpose. It's once you understand your purpose, then you have to understand peace within self.
But what about the fact that the kids don't always understand?
No, it comes again to like what I just said. I was already born. My life was written already. Your life is written. I don't know what's in store for you, a part of this lineage. But the God I serve, I know you're going to be taken care of. So, we have to be more attentive when it comes to fathers. So if we think something is missing, we step in. It's a lot of things we may want. We're not required to get from anybody.
I
You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, Yeah. And we have to be appreciative when we do of whatever we get. For whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that we're missing.
You said that there's a real scarcity when it comes to doing that.
When it comes to being a father,
yeah.
Man of the household,
yeah.
It comes with all of that.
Yeah.
It just comes with it.
When you saying that woman, that career.
He's saying like they gave a name.
Yeah, but
I call it the other.
Because I say that.
And you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Because I look at her, the career, she my main. She is. Because.
But when you marry, it can be problematic.
Never be my man.
But one thing you gotta do is you gotta understand what the purpose is. See, God's gonna allow you to have time to figure out your purpose. And once you figure out your purpose, now you gotta fit your purpose into your schedule, but make it your main goal. But don't make it your main like it's over your family. No. Sometimes we might have to not go do our purpose because our family.
But see, I would say that if I'm doing the street, I ain't gonna say your name. I'm not gonna say your name. But I was hustling. I was coming around 18, 19. He's a big guy.
What was your hustle back then?
Well, I put it in the book. I was selling white. You know what I'm saying? You know, selling cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So he always told me, if this work in the streets and I applied it here, he said, whatever move you make in the streets, I always think about your kid first when you want to live. He said, yeah, you'll move it. And he told me that, and I feel like that kept me out of prison because I would never, that's why I never smoke a drink on the police pull up my car, I'm where it is. And I think when you're in a career, when I do my career and I leave the house, I'm like, I better go be, since I got to do this, I better go be the baddest joke on the land. I'm not playing with this because if I do this right, it allows me to be home. Like when I was doing skits on Facebook and stuff, I wasn't doing them just to make money. I was doing it just so I can build it to where now I can be home all the time. Yes. So it's like if you leave that house, I feel like you can't be playing with your career because you're really playing with your kids' time.
So now he's in a situation where he's putting his first love into his schedule. I got time.
What is his first love? What is his first love?
But that's what I'm saying, his career. So it's like, I got time for you because I done put in the work. I done been with you enough to be like, all right.
Cause my daddy used to be like, I'm busy, but you can't be taking no girl out of time while you hustling, playing. And now you're playing with my time. You better bring it back for real. If you got a car, you better have me some money to put up. Cause now you're playing with my time, so when I move, I think about my kids. I'm like, I'm not on their time.
So do your people, do your kids, do your significant other, is it something that you see is just an easy flow for you?
No. I don't expect.
There's tension.
I don't expect. I know how I would do them if they were in my shoes. I would be understanding. I would see the big picture. I know that everybody's not gonna see it from my point of view. So I'm already cool with it. I done talked to God. I know he got me. I'm covered. I got this armor. And then my purpose is my kid. So not only am I able to provide for my child and also spend time, but I'm also able to help others if they deal with something.
Yeah, but y'all still getting a little too nice for me.
I'm waiting for them to speak.
Yeah.
Right. You're not married. I'm on everything, bro.
Me and you married.
Me and you married, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's days, and this is why it's so hard for me, I don't feel like I ever have enough time.
Yes.
And even for my son, bro, I made every football game for my oldest son, but I missed his banquet. And you know what he said to my wife? This is why I'll never be an actor. You know, you just miss so much stuff.
See,
my son is the oldest, and he's the one who say to me that I know you about to get blinded. But it don't change the fact that it hurts him. And I want to be, this is a fact, I want to be the biggest star in the world. I want to, right? That's what I want to do. But I know what that requires. That requires that I'm away a lot, right? And now I'm in a situation where I can make a lot of money doing something that'll give me the autonomy to be with my family. But that's not what I want to do. And that's what I'm struggling with. Like, that's why sometimes I be so heavy, because I'm like, yo, I'm doing this. I don't want to do this.
So you can, and see, respectfully, he gets me more because there is a reality that when you live with someone every day, and you're in a house with these images of you, and this person that is looking for you to, not only be there for them, but also keep the lights on, keep a certain lifestyle going for everybody. There's a tension, and I can understand now why they have such an ease in how they talk.
So why is so much attention? I'm gonna tell you. If God in the house, like, cause I'm like, okay, I want to be married, right? I'm listening to two married men, successful married men, right? And y'all telling me y'all in the house, y'all can walk down the steps, see the family, and still feel like I'm not here now?
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes.
So what's the difference?
I'm gonna tell you right now why. We live in an age where women too are not just willing to be homemakers. My wife has her own career. So you know how I got my side chick that's my career? My wife got a side chick that's her career. My wife just hooked up her series radio role after having 4 of my careers. So now it's the time when the Val got to be supportive. I got to step back. So now she has to go film. So when she has to go film, who has to step in and do all the things at home when she's going? I do. But guess what? The Val writing a book, the Val doing a podcast, the Val writing scripts, the Val still also has to film. Right, so while I was doing that, she got to just be a stay-at-home mom. The Val never got a chance to be just a stay-at-home dad because the lights turn off if I'm not being myself out here. So now I got to balance and be myself out here, but be supportive to this woman, and that's not easy. That's the balance
that you've never dealt with before.
Ever, bro.
It's a monster. People were saying is that, man, is that, see, the reason why you're great at what you do, the reason why you kill what you do, et cetera, is because we got this thing in us that is this doggone ambition. And to be great, you gotta be a dog. You gotta be a dog to go get it. And the fact that we black. So it's like you can't play no games with that. And what happens is that unfortunately, it's the tension of something is what I give you a prime example. This oldest son that I had. When I was 29 years old, I got this opportunity to move to Los Angeles. Well, I had to find another young lady. So by this time, me and Taylor got 3 kids. Well, by the time me and Taylor got 3 kids together, I have a son by this other young lady. If I move out of Texas, he gonna be stuck in Texas.
Right.
I had to make the decision, you see, to not take that bag. Because it was a nice bag. It was a nice bag to be in Cali. I was gonna move to LA. And I had to say no to it because I could not allow for that boy to wake up and his family now.
Okay. Now can I tell you one more question? Do you ever have regrets from that decision or no?
I was about to answer that too. I know that bothers you. The fact that it bothers you that you have to leave that bag is okay, bro. I want to tell you that it's okay.
No, feel me. I'm dope with that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I think that I wish that we had more conversation.
About what it, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the way you felt is if you get married or y'all get married, there's going to be a lot of days where you feel like, I really wanted to do that. And not that you upset at your family.
Yes.
Because you're not upset at your family. No. But you like, I really wanted that. That could have been good for my career, but I know what my family needs.
Yes.
And I need to take this moment. Because I ain't going to lie to y'all brothers, man. I've been heavy with that right now. Like, that's why I feel like this is divine.
We appreciate your vulnerability.
I haven't been able to talk to anybody about this. Because here's another thing. My level of success when it comes to all of my friends is not ever equal. Right? So if I talk about the things I'm going to do, the first thing, if you make money, the fact that you want it don't matter. It's not always about money. My level of success is not defined by how much money I make. I want to be great at what I do and be recognized for it at the highest level. All of y'all do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So y'all know that, like, it's that. When you have that type of ambition, it is so hard to balance a family. And sometimes I feel guilty because I'm like, damn, I couldn't take that job because of my family. Now I'm in my house and I'm feeling guilty. And I'm like, just like you said, you got everything. I got a beautiful wife. Who my rock, who gave me 4 children. All my sons are brilliant and athletic and they all around me. Daddy's home. But sometimes I be in the house like, just want to do that indie film and I'm not going to make no money because I know that's an opportunity to show people my gift, but I can't tell my wife that I'm going to go take this indie film.
And you can't take it out on the board.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what fathers go through sometimes.
Now that make a little more sense of what we were trying to say a minute ago.
Yeah, I understand. No, I understand.
I just never listened to him. I did what I get what y'all saying though, but I ain't never do a chance. Cause like it's coming from, I don't know if it's coming from poverty. I'm like, bro, I'm going to do this. Because if you don't know how important this is, I ain't got time to explain to you. But I just know that would have made my family life better.
Can I tell, okay, for me, when it comes to like taking the gig not taking it, playing, you play in the league, right? So you can relate to what I'm about to say. As an undrafted guy, you gotta be a dog.
Yeah.
There's no red carpet. Yeah. The draft picks.
Not in the NFL.
Did you see them up? I ain't on that room. And that, no.
No, seriously.
Wait.
Seriously.
They gotta get their stuff first.
Wait.
Right? So it's like, okay, cool. So in my back of my head, even with this career, I done took them lessons.
Yes.
It's a trigger.
Yeah.
So it's like I got to be on it, and I'm, if it's on brand, I'm taking it, and I ain't leaving no crumbs on the table. I'm taking this for my family, my daughter, and we're gonna be good. And I know, you know what I know? Because I know how it is for somebody to take some food off my plate. Well, I held my daughter when she was a baby. They cut me. I held her. She came out the womb. The next day they cut me. Literally cut me. I'm holding her. Don't know where the next check comes in. All I had was one game check at that time. They cut me. I'm holding her. But I still had to, they don't even know that. Her mom was on the bed, you know, they've been in the living room.
Now, you have been very successful in your career, right? And you had a long space where we have seen you rise in your celebrity, your influence. And then we also saw you deal publicly with this loss, right? How were you able to balance, still get on stage, be funny, do what you needed to do, but still bring a level of vulnerability and sensitivity and compassion to your seeds like that at the same time?
That was tough, man.
To understand the purpose and understand the lane that God has placed upon me when it comes to Renaissance, we draw from emotion. So I don't have a therapist. God is my therapist. But he's willing to place me amongst people who's willing to listen to my emotions. And not only listen to my emotions, can learn from my emotions, but I'm able to express myself in a way of art where I also need it too. Because this is the only place where I feel safe.
Hold up. You talking to a table full of creators. Bro, you just lit this table up because that's what we all can say, man, to that. It's the only, in the midst of having a beautiful wife, beautiful kids, if we're vulnerable and transparent and honest, even though we love them, there is something about being in what we're created to do that is the thing that lights us and makes us feel more alive and safe than anything ever could.
You know what's crazy? You're not allowed to say that sometimes.
But
as a man.
But we just said it.
Yeah, but even when they say to feel safe,
we just said it.
But even when they say to feel safe, I feel safe enough to understand my position and to understand even what I'm going through. God placed me in an environment where he like, let go, unleash. You may want to cry, but make this character cry, but cry with laughter. Make this person come to life. They don't know where this person came from. So the laughter.
How'd you know to do that when you taught that, or was it just natural?
When you come to theater, you know you have to draw from emotion. But when you get on stage, so people don't understand, I want to say last year, I had to get on stage Mother's Day in Orlando. I was about to have a moment right before I get on stage. People we don't know when these moments come. So that's why I'm so thankful when I go on stage, because I'm like, I ain't have a moment today, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, appreciate it, let me just be mental enough to go out here and be in a safe space. Like, I don't want to break down. I don't want nobody piss me off today, like I just want to, thank you for keeping me in a safe space. And I felt myself like, it was coming, and I'm like, oh, not right now. Man, he about to call my name. I'm like, no, not right now, dog. And when he said my name, everybody know I do my little shake. I had to shake the emotion. So niggas don't know in Orlando, when I'm on stage, I'm shaking this emotion off of me. Cause I know I got to go to work, but I'm human.
Yes.
So before I even say my first words, I'm John Whitfield. They don't know that. The moment I say, how y'all doing? I'm like, oh God, you got me.
Wow.
I didn't even know my first 2-3 minutes was gonna be up here crying and you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that was quick.
Wow.
That's how I know, like, when I'm about to get into this atmosphere, this environment, I know God gonna take care of me. I don't even know, you don't been in no moments before on stage. That ain't Kurt.
At all. At all.
That's the spirit that's in Kurt.
At all.
That's making you handle your business with.
Amen.
Now it resonates with the people. Now the people are looking at that. We need that same energy. So whatever you seeing and you feeling, I know for a fact, I'm showing it. I just don't even know what it is.
Wow. And that's what makes you so good.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it?
And that's what makes you so good at, and that's the confirmation that you're called to do it. And so with that, man, with that, and just being called to still be a parent, what is the thing that you may have even seen yourself do that when you look back on it, you may have a little bit of like, man, that was one of the most dumbest or goofiest things I've ever done. Have you had some
Have you
had some moments that you've had to laugh at yourself?
Why? Every mistake before all this happened.
But no, man, but like give us something that you've had to, just
as a father, just as a person, period.
I'll tell you one as a father that I learned. I used to be real tough on my oldest son, Jackson. Because playing in the NFL, you know what I mean? You got a son, everybody assumes that my son gonna be the best, you know what I'm saying? And my father was, and here's the funny part, my father wasn't like that. My father was an athlete. I said, I want to play football. He said, go ahead, have fun. I want to play basketball. Go ahead, have fun. Came to the games he could, supported me, but he was never like, we gotta do this. And I felt free to be that athlete. But then I became a dad, and I got an athlete. So now I wake up 6 in the morning. We working out, we doing this, he playing games, I'm screaming and hollering, cussing, doing everything. And I'm watching him come off the court every game, and he's got his head down. And I'm like, what's your problem with me? You know, his attitude, man, demeanor, he just looked at me. He just looked at me, he was like, this ain't even fun no more. And I was like, God, you really messing up, bro. like I had to really look at myself and be like, yo, you really are messing up as a dad. Like, I legit felt that way because I had other dads around me. And sometimes you need other dads to check you, right? After the game, don't scream and hollering, and they come around and it's like, take it easy, big guy. And after a while,
That'll piss me off.
DC, when I tell you,
It's your time.
Man,
the first thing I
they
said,
walking back with that picnic chair and shit.
Yo.
I
I was like, man, you talk like that to your son, not my son, but then I seen their sons whooping my son ass. So I'm like, I can't even say that because his son was nice. So then you know what I did? I stopped letting my ego get in the way of me being a father and stop thinking that I knew everything. Stop asking questions. You know what I'm saying?
Correction is not correction.
Come on, D, say it again. Say it again, bro. The fuck you
And I'm gonna tell you something.
That's you right though.
But
But
I gotta be honest with you. I have failed in that. I have failed that like you take that old school.
yes.
Old generation would cut you out.
And to this day, right, like at the age now, like not, as a younger father, or right now, you still.
Well, even as an older one, if you hit the wrong buttons, I struggle. Yes, I struggle, and I'm not proud of that.
But it works best. It works when you utilize it the right way. The old teaching does work when it comes to
I agree with that.
Because I don't want you to be out here in the different agendas that grab you. But as us, comes to again when this is what I want to say too about the women, why they gravitate to the women. Men are not nurturers.
No, we not.
Our children supposed to gravitate to you're supposed to. gravitate. I'm supposed to learn how to make you gravitate to me like that. I'm not a nurturer.
So how can we be better?
We gotta learn how to be more soft in the household.
Or soften the tone.
I think
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I say
learning.
soft, but when I just say soft, I'm just saying learning as a man, we learn how to speak to our wife. As a man, learn how to speak to our children.
Hey,
Learn how to
yeah.
speak to, and this is
Yeah.
I learned.